you guys are coming in. I'm Lara Joe. Drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know today. Hello, hello. Happy, what is it? What is Good Friday? I don't even know my religious holidays because I don't believe in them, right? It's not that I don't believe in them per se, it's just Easter is Ishtar, which is a fertility ceremony, right? So, hello, hello. All right, Lindsay from deck 4. And thank you for liking my live. Reciprocity definitely makes the messages come out. Lindsay, you said 4, right? Because then I see Roizen that says 4. So, all right, from deck 4. Where in your life are you overgiving? So, Lindsay, where in your life are you overgiving? Queen of Cups. You're giving, and I thought I saw 4, but then I'm like, let me confirm, so I'm glad we were already there. Okay, so Queen of Cups, you're giving too much of your emotional peace to other people. Okay, so where in your life are you overgiving? You're giving too much of your emotions, right? Like, stop watering fields that you know to be dead, because I know you've poured into people and you've poured into people and then they just don't reciprocate. So it's time, baby, to realize, pour into you. Okay, so Queen of Cups is asking you, pour into you, my love, so that you can feel emotional satisfaction. It's like you love everyone else so much, but you forget to fill your cup first. And I understand that. Okay, Roizen, hello, hello. And Bukai, thank you for the heart me, baby. Hello, hello. If you guys are coming in, share the love. I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. You're welcome, baby. And guys, if you want to go deeper, come book an actual reading with me, like a one-on-one, because that's where we get in deeper. This is just kind of like getting you a quick answer, but for the most part, it's like, come sit with me and actually chat. Or sit and listen, right? Okay, so Rosen, where in your life are you overgiving? You are also deck 4, so let's see. Page of Wands in reverse, so it's like, Page of Wands upright is typically someone who's very immature and like fiery, passionate, but upside down, this is feeling too stubborn. It's like you've been overgiving to someone who's fiery and passionate, but they refuse to see the logic in what they're doing, right? It's all just gas, 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 but they're not actually helping. So where are you overgiving? Page of Wands in reverse, and this is where you need to be, is in Queen of Wands upright. So it's recognizing, if you want to be that girl, that guy, whether you're male or female, you have to cut out people that are not actually helping you grow and go where you need to be. Because Queen of Wands is, like I say, she's fiery, she's passionate, she knows what she wants, male or female. But you can't get that when you're playing with someone who doesn't realize what they're doing. And that's kind of what that feels like. Hello, hello, if you guys are coming in. So Dolores, if you're still in, drop a number 1 through 5. Okay? And we'll see what you need to know. Guys, I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. We're doing pick a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Yeah, and Roizen, like, tarot's meant to make you feel empowered, not scared or like, oh gosh, what do I do? It's realizing like, okay, what is the pattern that other people can observe, right? And then relay back to you. And tarot is always like confirmation, either confirmation or denial of what you're feeling, right? So making sure you're tapping in. Hello, hello, I'm Lara Joe. Drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Come on in. Be brave, right? Hello, hello. And if you don't like tarot reading, I can't even tell you how much bravery it took to actually start doing this. And then, you know, because then I would have past family members come in. Hello, Stevens, how are you? Drop a number 1 through 5. I would have past family members come in and then they would go say awful things. So doing this is recognizing, okay, how can I assist others and how can I be brave even if others don't understand? In this part, guys, no one needs to understand your path or your journey because it's yours. You created that path and journey with your divine creator, right? So nobody has to, if people say, oh, I don't understand you, it's not their job to understand you. Okay? Hello, hello. Come on in. Tawana Lee, I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. Drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Come on in. The water is the water. gosh. All right, 3 for you, my love. All right, so the question is associated with 3. What is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? So, what is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Okay, and Jess, pick a number 1 through 5, okay? And you need to worry about, like, if your mental health was crashed when you were with that person, that's your answer. You need to focus on your mental health and not that person, right? Because if you're with someone and you're acting out of character, which is feeling distressed, feeling depressed, whatever ways, then that's an indicator your body is trying to tell you that that's not the person for you. Probably not something you want to hear, but necessary. Okay, Tuan, my little love, thank you for waiting, okay? And Lean, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. I have a few ahead of you, but please be patient, okay? I am a one-woman show. And then we'll get you. So, Tuan, poverty in reverse. So what is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Poverty in reverse. I feel like you get scared of receiving financial abundance. Potentially, it's like, yes, you want it, you need it, you recognize, but you're also scared of people potentially taking advantage of you. No, you just learn how to become very protective, right? Like when we are receiving financial gains, we have to be so discerning about who's in our circle because people want to help us spend our financials. So poverty in reverse, when you flip upright, when you're receiving your financial blessings, please don't feel guilty, okay? All right, Jess. Hello, Miss Virgo. So, my love, if you want, drop a number 1 through 5, Miss Virgo, and we'll see what you need to know. But you do have a few people ahead of you. Lydia, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. You do have a few people ahead of you, okay? So, if you guys are wanting reads, please drop a number 1 through 5. Be respectful. If other people are coming in and asking questions and you can let them know, please. All right? So, Priya, I'm coming for you. I do have Jess and Lean ahead of you, okay? So, and Juan, I already answered one for you. We only do one per read. If you guys want deeper questions, please come book with me, all right? Okay, so Jess, for deck 3, what is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Great fortune. All right, well, you have kind of the same vibration as Tuan before you had. There's great fortune coming towards you. Don't feel guilty when you receive it, but please be very discerning about who and what you're spending that great fortune on. All right. Also, guys, we block our blessings by keeping the wrong people around us. So sometimes the universe is waiting to give you this huge golden egg, but they can't do it if you have someone around you that's going to take that advantage from you. So realizing sometimes your blessings are being delayed because you have the wrong people around you. Okay, Lean is next, and then Priya, you're after Lean. So Lean from deck 4, let's see what you need to know. Where in your life are you overgiving? So Lean, where in your life are you overgiving? Ace of Cups, you're giving too much of your love, like your big love, to the wrong people. Ace of Cups is saying, okay, if I'm pouring into someone and they can't reciprocate, I'm going to dry up. So Ace of Cups, you're giving too much of your love away, okay? Priya from deck 2. And guys, if you like my vibe and you're receiving answers, please like, comment, share, drive up interaction. Okay, so Priya with deck 2, what is something you are missing from your energetic field? Okay, we got a bunch. All right, the High Priestess. So let's see what we can read through here. The High Priestess, the Moon, 5 of Pentacles, and is that 3 of Wands? Okay, so what this is going on. Hi, An. How are you, baby? Drop a number 1 through 5, little love. We'll see what you need to know on if you're coming in. I do have a few people ahead of you. So Priya, with High Priestess and the Moon, this is very watery energy. It's very Piscean energy. It's also saying, hey, Gabriella, how are you? This is saying that there were things that you couldn't tap into intuitively and it's been blocking you, but it has to do with your foundation and your financial, because with 3 of Wands, this is imbalance, and 5 of Wands, this is imbalance, right? So in order to tap back into that, you need to start seeing through the things that you maybe can't see through, right? Like if it feels like confusion, that's something in your mind that you need to go investigate further. Alrighty? Don't be scared, please. Right? Go investigate, because it has to do with your finances and it has to do with your foundation, your passions. So, what is something you're missing from your energetic field? Tap into your intuition. And intuition will sound quiet and calm typically. You can hear some really big things but not get scared, because your intuition's like, okay, like it's calm. It's that reassuring. All right. Lydia for deck 3. Miss Virgo, you're after Lydia, and then on you're after Miss Virgo. So Lydia, what is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Okay. Mature man. So it feels, hey Arnold, how are you? Hello. Arnold, so Lydia, this is saying, mature man, like, thank you for the heart, me baby. Do you have some conflict going on with a father figure or a paternal figure? This feels like authoritarian. So it's like you need to kind of sit with that and figure out, what am I fighting against that I either need to let go of or walk away from? Okay. Hello, Arnold. How are you? How's your day? I thought about you yesterday. I missed you yesterday, which sounds silly. I don't know. I have this thing, apparently. Miss Virgo, where in your life are you overgiving? And then on you're after Miss Virgo. Arnold, if you want to drop a number, my little love, 1 through 5, we'll see what you need to know. Yeah. Well, okay, so the Arnold name has been very much a part of my life for almost 19 years. So every time I see the name, and then someone actually, so the one that's Arnold for me, right? His middle name, which is awkward, weird, popped up yesterday on my live, and I was like, and then one of the car models popped up, and I was like, what? Like, what is all this? What is all this, universe? What are you trying to tell me? Like, I thought I was far away from all this, but apparently not. Okay, Miss Virgo, deck 4. Where in your life are you overgiving? Hello. So, my little love, what we're doing is drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. You do have a few people in line ahead of you, but if you want some answers, I do free readings in this way, is I'll answer 1 through 5. If you want to go deeper or ask more questions than that, then you have to book a read with me, okay? Because I give valuable information. The ones that are in that have been watching me know, right? Like, I give valuable information, but sitting with me and reading with me is, we get through a lot. Okay, Miss Virgo, 6 of Swords. So where in your life are you overgiving? Miss Virgo, you've been offered the escape route, right? But you keep looking back to see who you can bring with you. And with the 6 of Swords and overgiving, it's like the window's closing for you to get out safely. So you have to realize at this point, if it's you or someone else and they were fucking around, because that's what it feels like. It's like you were preparing, especially if you're a Virgo, you were preparing and they were playing games. And I need you to recognize, like, I can't save you because it's gonna like diminish my possibility to actually be to safety. Hopefully that makes sense. If it does, if it resonates, please let me know. On my little love. And Natasha, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. You do have a few people ahead of you. Does it resonate, Miss Virgo? Like I say, it feels like people were out there, like, just having a good time while you were putting your head down and working really hard. And when the disaster that you've been preparing for comes, because I feel like it's coming very soon, you need to not feel bad. Think of the 3 little pigs. That's the, like, analogy that I'm getting, right? The others built their home out of sticks and mud while you were actually taking the time to do work with brick. And when that disaster comes, you can't be like, yes, come chill in my home, because they actually skipped the steps, right? Whereas you did not. So, on for deck 5. Thank you for the love, baby. Thank you for the tiny diny. Hello. I'm Lara Jo. Deck 5 on in what ways can I release emotional weight that no longer serves my growth? So let's see what you need to know. And guys, drop a number 1 through 5 if you're wanting answers. Okay, woman holding a coin. So this on feels like you had a female like family member or potentially someone authoritarian figure that was holding money over your hands. I need you to recognize that, like, if they're playing games and it comes to your financial resources, you need to just, I know it hurts to walk away, but walking away and just focusing on what you need to focus on right now. Because I feel like I say there's a maternal figure or someone that's a female that's in a power position that's trying to hold money over you, and you need to realize, like, people playing games with financial stability is not cool. Please let me know if that resonates. All right, Arnold, deck 2. Let's see what you need to know. August, you're after Arnold, and then Natasha, you're after August. Hello, Scorpio. How are you? I love that, like, my regular regulars are coming in. That makes me feel awesome that we're getting there, right? We got people showing up. Okay, Arnold, what is something you are missing from your energetic field? You're welcome on. Thank you for being patient and waiting for me. And I always love seeing you, babes. Always do. So, Arnold, I love seeing you. Scorpio, I love seeing you. I love seeing all of you guys. But, okay. Oh, gosh. Arnold, and I know you're a Cappy. And money is like a freaking thing for you, right? And I speak from, A, one of my best friends was a Capricorn, and B, I raised a Capricorn, right? Like, I birthed a Capricorn. I know how you guys are. And babes, this is where, Zuzu, my little love, drop a number 1 through 5, and you have a few people ahead of you. Okay, so Zuza, if you want a number, drop a number 1 through 5, but you have a line, okay? Arnold, this is being very decisive, King of Swords. This is head over heart, and I know as a Cappy, you're beautiful at that. And when you start using logic over, like, that feely, right? The Ace of Pentacles is right behind. So, baby, Arnold, right now I need you to make the hard calls on people that aren't helping you grow and get to your bag, right? Like, you can say, like, yeah, that's my best friend, that's my mom, that's my whatever, but I need you to use, like, head over heart. If they fucked you over, you need to cut them out. Not always comfortable, right? But there we go. Okay, Chad, love, drop a number 1 through 5. And we'll see what you need to know. And actually, Arnold, on the bottom was the devil. So your sign is there. But it's recognizing where are you over giving to habits, people, places, things that aren't giving to you, babes. Okay? All right. Let's see. Who's next? August from deck 1. And then Natasha. And then Zuza. And then Chad. Okay? You're welcome, baby. And I hope you guys know, how, like, I have deep, mad love for Capricorn, and I love you guys. Like, I know you're the bookies. Like, my son is the one that I'm like, I know he's over there, like, counting all of the pentacles, and everyone is accounted for. Like, he got and he's so young, but he's so old in soul. He got the nickname Mr. Krabs because that's just how his personality is. And I'm like, you know what? More power to you. I know that you've got the books on your hand, right? Like, you've got it covered. Am I in alignment with what I want? So for August, am I in alignment with what I want? Twin flames, your passion ignites. Keep going even if it feels scary. Twin flame is not glorified like you guys think it is, but twin flame is that is the version that will help push you to your highest goal. Okay, so Scorpio, give me one moment. I'm going to read for Natasha, and then you're next on that, and then Zuza, and then Chad. All right, so for deck 4... let's see, with Natasha, where in your life are you overgiving? And guys, thank you for your patience as I go through. Justice. It's time, Natasha, to call justice on things. And this is Libra energy. It's very head over heart, right? And Arnold, like, I am a Queen of Swords. I'm very much Libra, so I'm always going to be like, cut people off. They know what they did, right? So... but Natasha, this is also saying justice is cut people off. They know what they did. I love the tower is right on the bottom. How freaking synchronistic. It's like, let it go. You can't stop that tower from falling. So, okay. Scorpio, deck 1, and then Zuza, and then Chad, okay? So Scorpio, are you in alignment with what you want? Let's see. Yeah. I'm very much like the Queen of Swords. Like I have unfriended, uncousined, unmothered. I have unmothered people before where I'm like, ooh, no, you can go sit and do your healing and go into timeout. You're old enough, you're grown enough that when you can learn how to play nicely with me, you can come back out. But it is definitely like being cutthroat sometimes. Virgo, are you in alignment with what you want? Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So Scorpio, I said Virgo, but Scorpio, this is saying like, please take a beat and step back because they're like, let it all unfold. And I speak about baking cakes all the time, right? We have to wait for things to come to their full culmination before we can enjoy them. Otherwise, we'll get sick. The same is true in love, right? Okay, Zuza with deck 3, and then Chad, you're up next. Guys, if you're coming in and you want answers, please drop a number 1 through 4. We'll see what you need to know. I'm Lara Jo, Siren Song Lover. So for Zuza, what is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? And guys, if you like my vibe and I resonate, please like, comment, share. Okay. Zuza, with deck 3, what is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Poverty. And being honest about it. Like recognizing where you're being drained. And that's actually what it really feels like. Recognize where you're being drained. And it's not always poverty like financial. It's like poverty mindset even. Right? Like when you're dealing with people and you're like, ooh, that's stingy. Okay. Hey, Tag. How are you, baby? Tag, I'm channeling Melly Martinez for you. Tag, you're it. So Zula, what is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Poverty, being really honest with who in your life is bringing you financial success or even emotional success, and then cutting them out. And then Tag, my little love, if you want to drop a number 1 through 5, we'll see what you need to know. Guys, if you are coming in, drop a number 1 through 5, like, comment, share, drive up my interaction, right? We'll see we get that connection going, right? All right. And Tag, I love it because that's the Kitty Tarot deck. And Arnold, thank you always for being my hype, right? Okay, so Chad with deck 4, where in your life are you overgiving? Alrighty. 4 of Wands, you're putting other people's happiness and home life ahead of your own. So recognizing, okay, where do I need to build my happiness, and where am I putting my happiness in other people and it's not actually gaining me benefit? Thank you, Diane, for the rose. Diane, my little love, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Tag coming in with deck 2. Let's see what you need to know here. And again, this one is the Kitty Tarot for you. I would recommend, Jason, if that lawyer feels crooked as hell, which is what he feels like, I would definitely be shopping around, little love, for your own safety. But Jason, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Please be patient. You do have a few ahead of you. Tag for deck 2, and then Diane for deck 2. So Tag, what is something you are missing from your energetic field? Let's see what you need to know. Oh, 7 of Swords. This is betrayals, heartbreak. This is icky energy. 7 is choices. It was like people that really loved you that made the choice to hurt you. So what is something you need to know in your energetic field right now? Tag, there's deception, and I need you to really recognize, like, if people don't feel right, honest, good, you need to start, like, step back just a tiny bit, but watch them and see how they play. Because people really do be out here playing foul as hell and thinking you aren't seeing it. So Tag, I need you to please keep an eye on that, okay, little love? Diane for deck 2 as well. What is something you are missing from your energetic field? Like, not happy Easter, happy Good Friday. I know, baby. Halala, how are you? Oh my gosh, I thought of you the other day, little love. Drop a number 1 through 5. You have a few people ahead of you, but drop a number 1 through 5. All right? And Tag, it really is realizing, like, people will do you like that. And when they do, that's your chance to pull the rug out and remove yourself. I'm very much oh, you want to play in my face? Cool, I'll just remove myself and let you look like the fool. So, all right, Diane, what is something you are missing from your energetic field? Let's see. Oh, you got a few here, babes. Okay. if they want to come out. Okay, we got Judgment, Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. Okay. Ten of Swords is they landed every sword in your back. That's like the ultimate betrayal. But Judgment, and it was around money. So Knight of Pentacles, whoever in this situation is potentially an earth sign, right? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But it's like they were trying to disrupt your foundation. Five of Wands is that like your passions, your fun. They were trying to disrupt this, and it feels like in a financial manner. Ten of Swords and Judgment, though, it's like taking Judgment's finally saying, you know what, enough is enough. We're getting off. Yeah, so it's realizing when you realize when it's like getting better, don't let people that are intentionally trying to backstab you come on in. So this is, and I've gotten to the point too where I'm like, my personal peace is way more important than other people, like people pleasing for others, right? So recognizing, protect your peace at all costs. If it feels like deception, because I am a Queen of Swords, right? And I'm one of those, when you land all those swords in my back, you got to be careful because I'm going to get up. That's what people don't realize. Like, oh, you wanted to play funny? I'm going to get up. I just pop up out of the daisies, right? So recognizing when they put those swords in your back, you take those swords again. You just take every 1 of them out of your back and you cut them off because they gave you every opportunity. They handed you the scissors. So by all means, please release yourself from all of this, right? So if it feels like a snake, cut it off. Right? Snakes don't become anything other than bigger snakes. Yes. And hello, Lala. Yeah. Okay, Jason with deck 3. Thank you guys for having patience as I go through this. Yes. What is something, Jason, you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? I know you were asking about a lawyer. And hello, Dream. How are you? So Thief and High Honor in reverse. So it feels like whatever lawyer you've been dealing with, they are trying to steal from you and they are not acting honorable. So yes, I would confirm it's time to find a new lawyer. Okay? One that feels aligned with you. All right. Hello, hello. And then Lala, deck 4, and Dream. Drop a number 1 through 5, but I'm always going to tell you to not let them come to you, right? Don't chase. And I had to have my own come to Jesus moment with myself. Like the other day, I was tempted to text someone I haven't talked to in a few years. And I was like, nope, sit down. You don't need to be going and getting yourself in any more trouble, girl. So, yeah. And then Dream will you'll be after Lala. So Lala, deck 4. Where in your life are you over giving? And guys, if you're coming in and you want answers, please drop a number 1 through 5. Okay, so Lala, you're giving too much to Queen of Pentacles. So this could be like a motherly figure or like someone financially stable. But it feels like trying to buy or win their approval. Yet it feels like it's just draining you. So do you have a female boss energy right now? Or it just feels like there's this like trying to win her favor, but she doesn't even like herself, so she's never going to be able to see the value in you. Right? All right. Hello, hello. I'm Lara Joe. Drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Dream from deck 2. Let's see what you need to know here. Yeah, so it's time though, baby, to start pouring into you and what it is that you want, right? They're part of, like, these are the women that they'll never be happy with what you have because they aren't happy with what they have. And when you have less than them, they feel a way because how dare you be happy with less than what they have? It's kind of an icky vibration, right? Okay, so Dream, what is something you are missing from your energetic field? And I hope you're still in, Dream. I know it's that commercial break, I feel like, over there. Maybe not. Okay, ooh. All right, Dream, my little love, they did come out upside down. We have Page of Cups in the world upside down. So Dream, this is saying that emotionally you're giving too much to someone. And it's like while you keep feeding that, you're never going to close the cycle out for the world, right? And you have to realize, okay, I have to get off this roller coaster. I have to get off this ride because it's just not helping me grow and go where I want to go. Right? All right. Hello, hello. You're welcome, Lala. Does that, I like, oh gosh. I know you've been hustling and grinding through it, my friend. I know it's been a challenge. You're gonna find your people, Lala, really soon, I feel. But you have to be willing to live for yourself and not other people's dreams and visions. Okay? Hello, hello. If you guys are coming in, I'm Lara Jo. Drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Eyes, drop a number 1 through 5. There is a system here. If you want to book a one-on-one, then message me. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. One number. Okay. Red will do your question since you gave me one number. Yeah, okay, ice. So I'll do ice first and then we'll do red. And then we'll go from there. Okay. And guys, if you can tip, greatly appreciated and need my Cash App. And I'm really broke. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for litter in the next few days. Because, you know, kitties and all. Okay. So, eyes for deck 2. Let's see what you need to know. Cash App is Siren, capital S Song, capital S Lover, capital L, so Siren Song Lover. To book a read with me, my website is sacredhealingwithlara.com. I also have over there like my ebooks, my workbooks. The links from my website will take you to Etsy for the ebooks and workbooks, but that's over there too. So sacredhealingwithlara.com. Okay, so for ice for deck 2, what is something you are missing from your energetic field? Ace of Pentacles. Oh. You need to focus on the bag, ice. Like, not anybody else's, because I feel like you're like boy chasing or girl chasing, but you need to focus on the money right now. Ace of Pentacles is missing from your life, so instead of worrying about like, what's this person doing, what's this person doing, what's that person doing, I need you to focus on your bag, babes. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles, what is something missing from your energetic field? The money, Ace of Pentacles. But it's also recognizing, okay, have I been delaying my own gains, right? That's a message for me too, right? Irene, we do it a little bit different here. If you want a love reading, you can book me personally, but pick a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Becky, you'll be after red. Red is coming up next with deck 3. Okay, and then it'll be Becky, and then Irene, if you drop a number 1 through 5, we'll see what you need to know. But there is a system here, okay? So red, let's see. What is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Irene, nope. One, like if you see other people dropping the numbers, right? Just one number. Okay, red, deck 3. What is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Main female coming out sideways. So this is, whether you're male or female, it's like, did you put the priority on being the star of the show? Or have you let other people drive, right? Or if it's partnership that you need to know about, it's like, did you put priority in your feminine? Or did you kind of think it was just like a suggestion? And this could be even your own feminine. Have you sat in the nurturing of yourself? All right, so main female coming out sideways, something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings. It's time to put the priority back on being the driver of your own life. You came here to create. I do, but again, that's booking a reading with me. That's not coming in here and doing this. That's actually booking a reading. Cindy, I am always going to tell you, if you feel like you need to leave someone, it's probably way past time to go. Irene, if you want to drop your number, I'm still waiting on one number from you. Okay. Becky from deck 4, where in your life are you overgiving? And yes, I do pregnancy, love, and future readings, but that is sitting and actually doing a one-on-one with me. That's not, again, a general read here, because that goes way deeper than just what we get into here, right? And it's disrespectful to the ones that have come in that are actually respectful of my time, and they, little messages here and there. Becky, deck 4, where in your life are you over giving? And Arnold, thank you for liking my live. I greatly appreciate it, babe. Okay, Becky, Knight of Pentacles. So are you this, and I know normally I'm like telling people get in their bag, right? But this is actually feeling like you've been all work and no play, and that makes you for a dull boy or girl, right? So Knight of Pentacles, you're over giving right now to work instead of actually having fun, but also maybe dealing with your shadow side. It feels like maybe you need to actually like sit down. It's like you're overworking, but you forgot what you were overworking for. And that's not a good place to be, babe. So, and I've had that conversation with myself recently. Like even another dude, I was like, ooh, all work and no play makes Lara a dull girl. And I'm meeting guys that are all work and no play, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay, I see what we're doing here. You're welcome, Becky. All right, guys. Hello. Come on in. I'm Lara Jo. Drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. I'm not answering personals. If you want personal questions answered, you come book a one-on-one with me, and you can do that through my website, which is sacredhealingwithlara.com. For more immediate answers, you can message me here, and then we can coordinate through PayPal or through Cash App, and we can get readings done today kind of thing if you're in a hurry. But those are one-on-ones. All right, Crocs, my little love. Those are my Crocs. I have horror stories with Crocs. I used to, when I was a student, I used to wear them, and my size was too big, but it was what I could afford. I don't remember how that happened, but I was running through the ER bay after another tech because I was like, I'll catch up, and I have tiny little legs, and I was running in Crocs and ended up like sliding across the floor, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I should slow down. Maybe Crocs are not for me. When I eat hospital floor from shoes, maybe it's time to let those go. All right, Crocs, deck 4, wearing your life. Are you over giving? Thank you, Lala, for liking my live. Guys, if you can like, comment, share. If you like my vibe, definitely driving up interaction. Okay, so Crocs, yours as well is Knight of Pentacles. This is also feeling like you've been focusing too much on the grind and you forgot to stop and smell the flowers. And I need you to, Bibs. Like, remember what you're working for. I think that many of us right now are probably hitting that. It's like we're working so hard, but we forgot what we're working for, so then we're just burnt out. We're a husk of ourselves. You know, it's like, go out and play. Even if it's like, go sit out on the grass for 5 minutes. And I will tell you guys, my biggest healing came from, it was the most simple suggestion, and I love giving simple suggestions, and I can't believe I forgot about this. I was feeling so disconnected, and one of my friends suggested, she was a healer, she's like, for 1 week, just 1 week, go sit outside for 10 minutes. And by God, if that didn't happen almost 5 years ago, and now every day I try to get outside at least for a minute or two and feel the sun on my face, the bare feet under my grass, or the grass under my bare feet. Oh, good. Goodness gracious. Right? So recognizing if you're working too hard, it's time to get outside and enjoy your life. The world will not fall off of its axis if you put your phone down for an hour and step away from everything, I promise. And if that is the situation, then... but it's recognizing you need to take time for you. You need to put into your enjoyment. All right. Hello. I love that for deck 4, and that's how you start knowing it's collective energy when the same cards come out from that deck for different people. Yes, and detachment, that is a huge part of our healing journey. Arnold, are you okay if I come over and follow you as well? I don't know if I've actually followed you or friended you, but if you're okay, then I'll come over and follow you. Yes, it does. And that is the part, and that's why everything's so instant, right? It's like that whole, we're so used to get that dopamine fix. Like our reels, if it's more than 5 seconds, we're already scrolling on. So it's recognizing like, okay, where do we actually need to take and slow down and reprioritize our life? And that is because distraction is so heavy. It's like we lose focus, we lose priority of what means anything into our life. And it is like putting the phone down, putting the distractions down, and being connected. Yeah. It's so easy to do, though, too. And our whole world is set up for it. That's also, like, I am, and I know, Arnold, we've talked about, because I am more of an old school girl, like, you know, I've got we were analog before we were digital. And guys, if you are coming in, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. I'm Lara Jo. We're just hanging out on this Good Friday, right? And if everybody truly knew, like, Mary Magdalene was the high priestess for Jesus, right? We all say it's Jesus that was doing the work. No, it was Mary Magdalene. So happy Good Friday. What do we do for our men? We resuscitate. We practice necromancy. We bring them back to life. I know that's morbid. And guys, if you want to know what lineage also, like the Fae lineage is heavy into necromancy. So, yeah. I don't know why that feels relevant to bring up or why I would want to bring that up, but who knows? Somebody needs that answer. Jesus. All right. Hello. Come on in. I'm Lara Jo, Siren Lover. We're just kind of chilling. Drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. Yeah. Arnold, I like to ask, though, before I go following people typically, and that's also, if you come across a reader and they say message me for a reading or they follow you without any further, like without any, like that's not a real reader, right? Like guys, you gotta be careful if people approach you and they're like, I want to do it, I have a message for you. Typically that's not, I mean, it's not real. Like occasionally if an ancestor is really pesky, I'll message someone, but I'm not expecting reads off of it, and that's very, very rare. It's been years since I messaged anyone about like an ancestral message, and I think they approached me first because I'm like, no, it's weird. And guys, if you're skeptics of readers, you know what, readers are skeptic too. Like I'm a hella skeptic reader myself. Like I question everything, so I'm very much like I'll predict something, I'll be like, shit, like I'm curious, and then it'll happen. I'm like, oh yep, yep, and it's also to give us a bad name too. And there's a lot of people that are jealous. Like I know I have I'm pretty sure I have some fake accounts out there of me that they are trying to gain money off of me, but it's out of jealousy because they don't have the talent, right? Like I watch so many people, like there are so many people that are fucking with me, and I'm like, you guys don't have the talent to be who I am, so go sit down before you get hurt real bad, because that's not cool. So whatevs. Anywho, Hello. If you guys are out there, I'm Lara Jo. Drop a number 1 through 5. Nope. ChatGPT can only read what's out there. And I think I mentioned that the other day, is that ChatGPT is the dark archives, like the dark Akashics. Yeah. And they can help, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I've worked with ChatGPT for various things, but not on intuition. It's like, okay, what can I utilize ChatGPT to help, like, with some of my load? But I don't use it for, like, reads. I don't use it for intuition. When somebody is getting reads, because people do get reads from chat, and I'm like, guys, that's so dangerous, because that's not a real human discerning or reading the messages. That's just a machine repeating back information, and if it's giving you incorrect or corrupt information, we have a real problem. And it's been proven that chat does have some sentient qualities, right? Like AI does have sentient qualities. That's the problem before they unleash it. And we also need to be we need to be treating AI and chat and all of that with respect. Yeah. Well, and I get really scared with some of these spiritualists out here too. Like, not every spiritualist, there are some bad spiritualists out here that are really getting people hurt. And I'm like, please don't do that. Like, one of my huge things, I'm huge on safety, right? And I will even deny clients, or I will shut the door on clients, because I'm like, oh, you're compromising your safety, my safety, because you are not moving with good intent. You are moving malefically. And we're going to have a real problem, because there is one thing, like, I am very highly protected by both the angelic and the demonic realm, right? I was talking to somebody yesterday, we were talking about the Goetia, and I was like, my name's been written in the Goetica without my consent, so I also know that I have demons that protect me because that was not my free will to do. So I'm like, no, I've got some pretty big heavy hitters. Like, that also means, though, I won't tolerate it from others. My little love, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. And you asked this question the other day. If you keep asking the same question, but that's kind of the definition of insanity, right? When you keep asking the same question, but you get confused results, or you get results that you're not happy with. Okay, all right. So for deck 3, what is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? All right. Hello. And also, like, Arnold, I love to point out AI is us. Like, that technology, that's alien technology, but that's us because we are starseeds. Like, it's all interconnected. I don't even know. It gets very... Okay, so what is something you need to know about rugby and all that jazz, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? False person. So it feels like there's someone around you that's trying to help create not chances for you with your rugby thing. So make sure that you are dealing with people that are actually legitimate. Yeah. It is as well. I think, Arnold, like, the problem I have with AI, though, is, like, it drinking our water, right? Like, they're putting in a data center, and now, mind you, I'm moving really soon. But they're putting in a data center, and that data center drinks millions of gallons of water a day. That's our drinking water. It's the clean water. I'm like, I wouldn't have such a big problem with them taking water supply if they took, like, the reclamation water. Like, if we could filter it and give it to AI, right? Different story. Badger. Okay, so for your answer for deck 3, I already answered you, but you have a false person around you trying to stop your opportunity. So you keep asking about rugby in Paris or in France, but you have someone around you that's trying to stop and delay that. You have to do the work and clear that person out, or wait for that person to be revealed to be able to move forward in that. Badger. Dude. Badger. Boy. Okay. Hey. Better than to be naughty. And yes, it is easily manipulated by outside forces. That's why AI is okay. It might be about time for me to get out. When the animals start acting wackadoodle, it might be about that time. We'll see. All right. Guys, if you're coming in, drop a number 1 through 5, please. We'll see what you need to know. It might be about time for me to go. My brother's song is playing right now, so it might be about that time. Let's see. Which, I had a synchronicity to my brother the other day. Arnold, did you see me on Wednesday? Were you here for that? Did you hear my story about court and how it was, like... Yes, it's somewhere over the rainbow. Oh my gosh. And so, actually, after my brother died, we ended up getting to go to Hawaii and go to Pearl Harbor, which my brother would have loved. It happened right after he passed. We got to go to Pearl Harbor, and I was like, I wish I had had some of his ashes to have been able to spread at Pearl. And because it was the USS Arizona, we were from Arizona. Okay, so for synchronicities, Arnold, I was driving out of town. Like, I had a court case the other day. I was case number 13. Victoria, drop a number 1 through 5. And, oh gosh. Drop a number 1 through 5, Victoria, and you would know if you have a blood covenant because you would have initiated it. But on top of that, please don't go doing that with people. Please don't. Don't go doing blood packs with people. Don't go doing any of that. Okay, so court the other day, I was case number 13, which is synchronistic for so many reasons for me. And then it was closing out this chapter here in town. And as I was rolling out, it was playing one of my favorite songs from the Cars, because I'm old, but it was playing the Cars. And right as I was rolling, the bell tower is going off, because it goes off on the hour. Like, we live in an older town, and on the town square, the bell tower actually does go off at the courthouse. So it was going off. So not only was I cruising through town with my windows down, feeling like a huge weight off my chest, it was also playing one of my favorite songs, Windows Down, the bell tower going off, like the clock being like, okay. And then the tornado sirens, they were testing the tornado sirens at the exact same time. So as I'm rolling out, and then Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac started playing, which Fleetwood Mac is like a synchronicity to my kid, but Gypsy is me. Like, I've always been a gypsy in my life. So rolling out of town after court, closing chapters, having the tornado sirens and the bells ringing me out, well, listening to Gypsy, I was like, if this does not all feel, yes. Like, if this does not all feel very curated specifically for me, I don't know what does. And that's the other part, guys. The universe will curate moments just for you. They will send you off with a fanfare, so let it. Okay, Twinkle Toes. What is something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? All right? Thief. Whoever you're dealing with is a thief. So even if you did have a blood covenant and bond with that person, you may not want to have that with them. And guys, blood is forever. And once you spill it, that's a big deal. Don't go out doing willy-nilly things with your bodily functions and products. Okay? So whoever you're dealing with, that you have a question about a covenant and a bond, there's a thief here, whether that be them or someone around you. Okay? Hello, hello. If you guys are coming in, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. If you like my vibe, like, comment, share. Come book a reading with me. Or tip your favorite tarot reader. Cash App is Siren, capital S, Song, capital S, Lover, capital L. To book a reading, it is sacredhealingwithlara.com. Okay? Yeah. All right, Amap, you're coming up next, and then Natasha, you're coming up next. All right. Oh, all right, Amap. Yeah. Yes. You guys gotta watch your binds, watch your bonds, right? All right, Amap, where in your life are you overgiving? Okay, 9 of Cups and 6 of Pentacles. So, have you been compromising your mental, like your emotional love offers in 6 of Pentacles, the whole balancing your foundation financially? Because it feels like you've been overgiving to love and finances, but you need to recognize, like, pour into you. I am a reader that is always going to tell people, pour into you, love you. Whether that person comes with you or not, you have to love you. So, baby, where you're overgiving is love and financial. You need to recognize those are resources for you and your future, and I need you to become real freaking protective over it. Not everyone wants to see you win, right? So recognizing that too. If they're not pouring into your cup, they're not pouring into your wallet, they have no business trying to drive your life. Okay? Natasha. I said partner to someone. I was like, on a dating app, and I said, oh, I need my partner to be this, and they're like, oh, I like to hear partner. I'm like, yeah, no, because I'm building long term, right? We're not just building. I don't want a one night thing. We want a real deal partnership, right? What is something you need to know? So Natasha, was something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Thank you, Arnold. Thank you. All right. What's something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings? Ooh. Okay, so we have Lovers, Sudden Wealth, Imprisonment, and Child. So Lovers came out sideways, right? So there's a familial situation potentially that is binding things financially and with your children. So Natasha, something you need to know, even if it's going to hurt your feelings, reevaluate your love situations, please. And if it feels like prison, thank you, Lala. Happy Easter. Hopefully, I'm going to try and be streaming all weekend at some point. So, Lala, I hope to see you again. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always love having you in. It's always amazing to see you, right? I know you've been with me for quite a while, and I love it. Okay, so Natasha, though, watching those love connections, because if it's getting you bound up with, and this may be your inner child, right? It's like your inner child might feel like it has to be in prison. But your sudden wealth comes after you clear that out. All right. Hello. Guys, I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. Drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know. I'm going to read for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to hop out. That's about 5. About another 5. Hello, Ave Lucifer. How are you? And can we, okay, so since I'm just sitting here for just a moment, can we talk about how non-serious my father is, right? So right now what I would do is just do a reevaluation of love and the people that you're bringing around, right? Like, don't stop seeking love, but make sure that you're filling your cup and that you're good before you try to go find someone else to fill your cup. It's know thyself so no one else can tell you who you are. Right? Like, knowing thyself means that no one else can lowball you. Like, for me, like, for dating for me, one thing I realized, because I was in a long-ass relationship and, like, hardly ever got my flowers. So that's one of those, like, flowers are a beautiful thing for me. A, because I love flowers from my ancestors. And B, I just fucking love flowers. And I'm a Venusian priestess, right? I'm a Venusian high priestess. So for me, like, flowers were a big thing, and the fact that I didn't have that filled in my marriage, that was something when I became single, I love when I can afford to regularly date myself and buy myself flowers. And I had a dude tell me, he's like, oh, because we were friends, he was trying to be more, but we were friends, and we went out to Walmart together, because I'm like, well, 2 singletons, we might as well go get some food and go to Walmart together, since, you know, it's kind of a trek for both of us, make it a group effort. And I bought myself flowers. He's like, well, why are you doing that? And I'm like, because I'm not, like, I love myself and date myself and buy myself flowers. So therefore, I would expect my partner to be able to maintain that. And if they try to lowball me and say, no, I'm not going to buy you flowers, I'm going to be like, why would I accept someone that loves me less than I love myself? Okay, so tag, it's filling yourself with love. Right? Like, finding the ways that you love you, because you're, like, 100% of your hardest days, you've gotten yourself through your hardest days. So if you don't love you and know how to fill your love cup, you won't be able to see love. But it's realizing, like, okay, what little nice things can I do for myself? It also starts with, like, the narration, like, your inner voice being like, no, like, how do you recognize, like, you're pretty badass? You've gotten through amazing things. Why are you thinking that, you know, like, anybody coming in is going to be an addition, not like a detraction. So it's love you, learn how to love you so you can teach others how to love you. And that was part of it too, is that he saw me buy myself flowers, and he saw that that was how I loved me. So then he bought me flowers. Like, he made kind of a big deal about it, which it felt weird when he did it, but he had bought me flowers because he knew. So it was like, I get to teach others how to love me. So tag, when you're single or you don't see love, it's how do you love you so that you can teach others how to love you. And love comes in tiny ways. Sometimes it's like, I love myself enough to go to bed early tonight because I recognize that I need sleep, right? So love in its self-love. Yeah. Yes. And that dude, I talk about that dude, but that dude got obsessed with me. And then because he would show up in places that he thought I would be, or he would show up in places he shouldn't be. He became obsessed with me. And then the next woman, he went on to red rum her. And I knew, like, for me, because I see the Akashics, right? He was a past life connection. And because I saw the connection, I moved away. I didn't fall into his trap. That fell on to the next person in the karmic contract loop. But if I hadn't seen it, clocked it, moved, I would have been the one dead. Because then the similarities between her and I were eerie, because she had 3 kids. She had had, like, medical conditions. and what made it so gross about that too, the beauties of living in a small town, guys, was that a month before actually in her passing was spell work. It was spell work on me that my family used to sway the court system. I didn't know about all that till afterwards. I didn't know about her passing until weeks after it happened, but there were some things that happened on my social that caught my attention. And after the fact, I put it together is that woman that he ended, it was supposed to be me, and she was utilized for a court spell. On top of that, though, like a month before he took her out, he had posted on a site that I was on that I see these things, but I don't always interact because he was trying to get my attention. And a month though, that was after I found out she passed, I went and I was like, let me go do some dirt digging because I had taken my eyes off that situation, that psycho, for a little while. And a month before he took her out, he had posted about how it was the best time of his life. He hadn't gone on vacation. He had never, he was living his best life and he was so happy and blah, blah, blah. But what he was living in, that happiness, was my own, because I had given him the ideas that he went and replicated with the next woman. And even his business ideas, I had given him business ideas that he had success with, but he didn't know how to handle the success. And he also didn't have me to come back to be able to seek guidance with. So, it was all types of messy, but it was like I say, like a month before, it was, oh, this is the best thing ever. And then he took her out. And I was like, yeah, that's why you don't trust people's words, because he was so happy and he loved her so much. And a month later he popped her. But I'm very much in the middle of all of that messy situation. And I just look at it and go, that could have been me. And thank God I moved. Thank God I dodged. It was really scary. Like when I tell people, like, I've literally dodged death, and that's no lie. Like, I've had men that wanted to kill me that did go on to kill people. So I know that's very grim, but well, no, Tag, it's not about confidence so much. It's about actually loving yourself the way that you need to be loved. Yeah, no, Arnold, I have so many stories of, like, so much fuck shit. Like, that's just, like, a tip of the story on that dude, because it gets even worse and darker and harder. And the stuff that I've dodged and the stuff that I've had happen to me is just, like, it is amazing that I'm still alive. And I know that everybody hates it because I do not look like what they've put me through. Right? Like, I don't look like they've tried to murder me a few times and they've had police help with that. I don't look like I've been under surveillance and harassed constantly all the time, although I am. Like, the noise campaigns, the harassment is off the chain, but here we are. So, hello, Becca, how are you? I'm Lara Jo. Thank you guys for liking my live and hanging out with me and giving me a reason to show up, right? Because that's when people interact, when people talk to me, I show up and I talk about it. It's also, people will lie to you, your intuition is dead on. Like, that was the dude that I had to dodge. My intuition screamed so hard, and I realized, like, he is very much like the man that will put you in a compromising position where you have to rely on him, but then he's unreliable. Like, he's one of those, like, I was so scared one night because he and I were sitting and we smoked together. We were watching a movie, and I don't normally smoke and drive. I definitely don't normally smoke and drive, but we were watching a movie and I felt really uncomfortable, and I was like, I gotta go. And I took off, but it was like, and I didn't live, like, he and I lived 4 minutes from each other. That was the other part. He lived 4 minutes from me, but I took off from his home. I was like, I was so scared driving home that 4 minutes because I don't smoke and drive. I don't drink and drive. Even now I'm sober from drinking, and I have been for 3 years, but he was one that he would have called the cops on me. Like, he would have waited for me to leave and then called the cops on me so that he could be the hero and bail me out. And I'm like, no, fuck that. Like, I will not be around people that intentionally create dangerous situations for me and then try to be the hero because they're unreliable, right? So I have so many freaking stories about dating. I really am like, do I start a dating story podcast? Because the horror stories, I also have so many stories about the court corruption and so many people behaving badly around here. It's really been a freaking thing. So this has been a very challenging place to live and try and survive. It's terrifying here. So Okay, so I will say this, though. The lawyer the other day from, yeah, yes, that too. Like, people that don't love you and see your value, that's their loss. Like, that's their own projection. And also, tag, don't let people's projections become the narration for your success, right? I had to figure that out, like, with my own mom, because my mom, even though I overcame bigger situations than she did and did more with my life, she still criticized me because I didn't become what she wanted. The problem was she didn't even become what she wanted, right? She was busy projecting like, oh, this is the end all be all, but she never became that thing, first off. And second off, like, she had bigger excuses and less limitations. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And that's all you can do, tag. It's normal. It's jealousy is really what that is. So that's the part. If you're doing your best and you're doing what you can, then everybody else's opinions are just like assholes, right? They all have one and they all stink. So people always tell you, oh, if I would have done this, well, you weren't in the situation, so you couldn't do that. So fuck all the way off. I really have started telling people, like, I don't care about your opinion because I don't respect your life choices. That's real true story. Like, I've started telling people, I don't respect your life choices, so I do not have to respect your criticism or opinions about how I handled the worst time of my life. And guys, it's real weirdo behavior when people watch you go through the worst time of your life and comment and laugh at you, right? Those are not your people. Like, being in hard times is one of those where we start to realize who gave you a hard time when you were already having a hard time, because they don't deserve a seat at your table. But tag, I would love if I were, I would love for all of us one day to just have a huge dinner and be like, no, this is my tribe. These are my people, right? And be like, because you will have that table set for you in front of your enemies. They will have to watch you like eat, and you need to eat with the confidence of like, no, they had the chance. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the other part of it. It's like, it's already hard enough. Like, you don't need to criticize people, right? And the people that only criticize, like, I find, like, people, I'm like, and if they talk about you, like, if they talk about someone with you or to you, they'll talk about you. Like, I've gotten so big on cleaning up my circle, though. Like, for me, even, I won't be friends with someone that I know has cheated on their spouse, or that will cheat on their spouse. Because I'm like, if you can betray the person that is your everything for your own pleasure, you do not need to be friends with me. And I have an example of this. I'll give this example and then I think I'm going to hop out. I had a friend who we had talked about, and this pissed me off so bad, because I'm like, I don't do that shit to people, but we had talked about collaborating. I had the tools necessary, and I watched her in a public forum take an opportunity that, like, her and I had talked about, but she had taken that opportunity for herself, didn't mention me, and I watched her, like I say, I was, like, right there, heard her talk about with someone else, accept the offer. I was just like, but she also cheated on her husband. She was a cheater, and that made me really be like, you know what? If you are one of those that you can betray your husband, right, the father of your children, the person that helps prepare your food, that pays your fucking bills, that helps you keep your whole life, then what will you do to me? And I watched her do it IRL. And I was like, and it's so fucked up. But here's where it's kind of like and I moved away, right? Like, I don't watch people to see how their karma plays out. But this chick did have, and now mind you, she's like 48. She's like she's probably closer to 50 now, because she's like 7 years older than me, so she's probably closer to 50. But last year I learned she had lost her vision due to a stroke. And I was like, well, that was her own karma. And people over there being like, pray for her. And I was like, I do not pray. I'm very careful about who I pray for, because the very person you could be praying to heal is the very person that will take your husband or your wife. So you got to watch people when they get their karma. You have to be like, nope, that's your karma. You did that. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And that goes into like different parts. But here's where I get really pissed off, because it's like my ex-husband cheated, right? And what pissed me off, I had every fucking opportunity to cheat like he did, and I made the choice to stay true to my marriage. So that's what makes me mad, because cheating is a choice. It doesn't just happen, It's you make that conscious effort, and then you make the lie to keep it. So for me, like I say, with my ex-husband cheating, I'm like, I could have cheated just as hard as him, and it would have destroyed him. And I had just as much opportunity, but I cared more about my family and the integrity of my marriage. Like, I actually did love that motherfucker, which is weird, because I don't. While I have a lot of suitors, I don't actually normally love people or get attached to them. That's what was so weird about my ex-husband. Like, he actually was a friend, and then just things got in the way. Yeah. And for him, though, too, like, I know, and this is the part, right? I do realize why people do things. Like, he was lonely, and I get that. I was lonely, too. But I also didn't, it was like, yeah. And this dude don't believe in God. I wish he would. Like, I've never been, like, religious. I believe in God. And I definitely believe in God after working in the ER and trauma and the hospital, because I've seen people live that should not live. And I've seen people die that should not die. And I've seen people come in completely mangled and walk away. It takes time. And I've seen people, like I say, that just, like, they'll have a bruise and you'll be like, what the fuck happened? And they just tanked. So for me, I'm like, you can't tell me that there isn't a higher source, because I've seen it with my own eyes. People that shouldn't survive. And like I say, ones that shouldn't go. So, yeah. And this is the other part, because I'm a huge, not only do I see the spiritual side of it, when I see karma and how it plays out, I also look at, like, the deeper, like, I look at it, like, when people lose their vision, I'm like, that's because they turned a blind eye, right? When you lose your hearing, it's you turn a deaf ear. And yes, there are, yes, I shouldn't be here either. Like, death really does fucking love me, and death wants me real bad, but death also knows that I'm not theirs yet. Like, I've got more people to terrorize. I'm not done being a terror. And that was the irony, Arnold. When I drove out of town on Wednesday, I'm like, no, that's fanfare for me. The siren's going off, the bell's ringing, listening. Yeah, no, like, the universe does love me enough to send me off with fanfare. Right, I am a menace. The universe says, okay, Lara gets to be a menace to the world for another day because we love her and she's beautiful and, she's a pain in the ass, but everybody comes along. And I was also raised with that no child left behind. So that's also what really makes me mad about the family situations. I'm like, you guys, you left behind the one person who could actually help you heal and get home. Like, that's your own, whatever. Anywho. All right. I shouldn't be here either. But that's like the trick of it. The ones that aren't supposed to be here, we are still here because we've got a bigger mission. Like, my cousin's over there spiraling, and she's like, I just want to, check out. And I'm like, well, okay, as the matriarchy of the family, right? I didn't want to claim that role, but apparently I'm the only one that could or is willing to step up. I go, as the matriarchy of the family, if you truly want to check out, I can help you with that spiritually, right? I go, but you've been kept alive because you have a bigger purpose. And you can kick and whine and scream and say you want to die every day of your fucking life. Or you can realize that you're here for a reason, and when you do that reason, then you'll get your past. But you might also determine that once you figure out your purpose in life, you don't want to check out, right? Like, here's this part. I was very asleep until 2021, right? So every day from the age of 7, we'll say, because I've had chronic headaches, chronic migraines since the age of 7, right? Regular pain, and they attacked my crown, right? I can't even tell you how much damage my mother has done to my crown from childhood and up, but they attacked my crown. So I had chronic headaches, and this is how we talk about karma and what they do and what spell work looks like. But from the age of 7 to the age of 40, I prayed for death every day. Like, when I look at it, and there was something that my father said to me 2 weeks to the day before he died. He said, I never thought I would be this old. And my dad lived to be 76, right? My dad, I was the whoops baby, which there's a lot of questions around my There's a lot of questions. Well, I had those headaches though too because I denied my divinity. I denied my ability to see, my intuition. So my headaches were also a way of me, it was a way of, for me and for the universe, for protecting me and hiding me in plain sight. Right? Like I was always a threat to the family, but I was contained well enough by universe, by myself, by everything, so that I wouldn't pop off too fast because the time is coming. But so my dad had said 2 weeks before he passed, like, I never thought I would be this old. And I didn't really think about it until a few years after his birth. And I'm like, no, I never thought I would be this old, right? I never thought I would be old enough. Like, my kids are now old enough to make me a grandma, right? And I never thought I would be old enough to have a kid that graduated high school. I never thought I would be old enough to have a kid that could be, like, my son's engaged now. Last I heard, I haven't talked to my son in 4 years. My son's engaged. I never thought I would be this old. And that's not, but here's where it comes, is that when I actually woke up, because I did wake up, like I was saying, 21. And I realized I wanted to live. Like, I realized, like, I'm actually, is it 21 or 22? I figured out I'm supposed to live to be 95 in one day. Like, because we know our birth date, we know our death date, right? And we choose our name. Those are the three constants in our life when we come in. Birth date, death date, or name. No one can take us out before that, right? It's contractually written. No matter how many people try, they can't take us out. So... and I realized, like, no, I want to live. I want to chase the sunset. I want to have the most beautiful life. And let's even talk about it from, like, potentially, thank you. And that's why I show up. Even when people hate me, I show up. Why? Because they can't control me. They can't date me. They just, they can just hate on me. But that's all they can literally do. Miserable bastards, right? So, I'm just going to be me every day because I'm happier this way. But I realized, though, like I say, so when I woke up, though, 21, I came off of all of my, like, I still have headaches or migraines, but now they're not nearly as severe. The ones that do come, like, and I have had where I've been hit by directed energy weapons to make me expire from pain, like to stress my body out or to hurt me or to make me take myself out, because that's part of it. They'll send intrusive thoughts. Right? And you have to recognize those aren't your own. Anyway, since I've woken up, though, like, my headaches have become less and less. Like, I have very few that are that intense anymore. I've come up off my depression medication. I've come up off my anxiety medication. I've lost 100 pounds. And that's all going back to, like, once you awaken to your gifts, your truth, you start releasing everything that is not yours. You start coming alive. Like, I lost that 100 pounds, but what I realized was because my family definitely had no room to talk about bodies, right? But they fat shamed everyone. They talked horribly about everyone. So I realized, like, in order to keep myself safe from abuse, if I wore a fatter suit, right, they were less likely to physically harass me, right? If I was less attractive, and, like, my ex-husband was incredibly jealous, which I have a loyal freaking heart. Like, when I'm with someone, I'm with someone, even when we're long distance, right? But he was incredibly jealous too, and I knew it wasn't safe to be attractive being married to him. Maybe not mentally, like, maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, I definitely kept very much weight on me so that I wouldn't be seen as attractive by the opposite sex, so that I wouldn't get wrath from him. Because he wouldn't get mad at that person for hitting on me. He would get mad at me and punish me. Which is all insecurity, and yet I stayed for so long because that was what was expected of me. So I owe myself a lot of apologies. It's okay. No, because now I realize I'm like, I'm not going to be with someone who's insecure that can't handle, like, no, right? Like, I've learned what I will and won't tolerate now, and I'm very headstrong on that. Mia, drop a number 1 through 5. We'll see what you need to know, and then I'm probably about ready to head out. Because it's insecurity. Like, here's the part, and I'm not trying to be cocky. Like, I was out of my ex's league. Like, I've been out of every man that I've dated their league. And unfortunately, I didn't know my worth, so I would tolerate it. Now I don't tolerate it. And, like, yeah, it's lonely as hell sometimes, but I'm also, like, I would rather be with someone who I don't have to, dim my shine so that they can feel comfortable. Because that's what I've realized. Like, he is incredible. Like, to this fucking day, he's still jealous of me and how loved I am and how easy things come for me. And I'm like, it's not that it comes easy or that I'm so well loved. It's I'm reliable. I respect others. I treat people with dignity. Things that he is incapable of doing because he doesn't love himself. Like, I'm very sad. It shouldn't be. Here's the part of it. Like, I was willing to battle for someone that I truly loved. And, like, I'm, like, no fucking shade. Like, my ex-husband, I love him dearly. He's incredibly talented. He's incredibly smart. But he was also incredibly broken as a child. And, like, I went through hell for that man. But I also realized, like, hey, I can't keep fighting your demons and everyone else's demons that you bring to my door. Like, I love you, but I also need to love myself more and actually value myself and be with someone who values me. Like, my ex-husband, incredibly talented, incredibly intelligent, but he also, like, his part of it, though, too, was he lacked the confidence, but he was raised in an incredibly strict environment in a predominantly white town, and he was not white. Super religious background. Like, this boy had a lot of things working against him. But the things that I can say for him, for being a man of color, he, an amazing violinist, like, amazing fucking violinist, incredible pilot, right? Like, for a man of color, and he, like, because that's, like, people of color as pilots, that's like a unicorn. Especially, like, if you were to see a woman of color that's a pilot, like, that's like, you're like, oh shit, like, you're a rarity, because demographically, like, they're not provided those opportunities. So he and I busted our asses so that he could actually have, like, become a pilot, which was his childhood dream. I don't know if any of this matters or all of it matters, but it's recognizing, like, my partner was incredibly talented, right? But he also was an unhealed asshole. I was also unhealed, right? Because if I were healed, I wouldn't have matched there, but we brought for each other what we needed. Like, I'm actually mad at him. I'm mad at him because I know he's better than all the things he's done. Like, the cheating, the alcohol addiction, the abusive behavior, the lying, the actual theft. Like, he's caught, like, he's actually stolen from the IRS and from me, like, forged signatures, all that kind of shit. And, like, the problem is that at his core, I know that he's not that person, and that's what pisses me off, right? Like, I'm mad because I know that he's better than that. And maybe he isn't, but he had proven to me for so long that he actually knew how to be a decent human. That's what makes me mad. The other part is we didn't start having problems till he got bigger in his career and he started having money under him. That's when shit got real disrespectful and when he started cheating. It was like his life, like, he got money and he could buy the toys, but he forgot who put him in those seats, right? I don't know. I'm not built like the others. And I also realize now it's time to invest in my dreams and my life and my love. That was, like, I don't know. That made me think, though, how I put some of my career plans on hold due to, like, some jealousy issues. So, yeah. Thank you, Tag, for coming and joining me. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for showing up and liking my live and helping me hit some goals, because I hit 15.3K likes. So thank you, Arnold, and thank you, Tag, for definitely driving that up. I love it. Right? I need all the interaction, all the shout outs, all the help I can get. And tell a friend to tell a friend, right? To come see about me, to come book a read with me. And I'm about to start doing some reading deals where I do, because I have ebooks and workbooks, so I may just start doing some reading deals where it's like I offer like a read with like a ebook to companion with it. We'll see. I'm working on stuff. All I know is like I need to create some money real fast because the animals and I need some necessities like today kind of deal. And then I'm going to be homeless in less than a month. So, and I have no idea where I'm going to go, and I'm flat ass broke, and there's no resources. Like, I don't have resources here. So, tell a friend to tell a friend, right? Or please send me some, like, very positive financial, like, send me some light towards my finances, please, because I need miracles upon miracles. So, thank you guys for coming to join me. Always a pleasure. Arnold, you always make my day, and like I say, that's like it's a beautiful thing when you come join me, so thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Please send me love, send me healing, send me people you know if you can. And even just traffic coming to see about me helps too, right? So, and oh my gosh, okay, Arnold, I did match someone today that said they were from Barstow, and I was just like, I know you're like South Cali, but I did see someone from Barstow, and I was like, ooh. But okay, just for one moment, can I speak on this confusion? I don't know if you heard or saw this yesterday. Like, this is the problem. I know that there's conversations with my ex that need to be had, and I'm trying to close the door there. And then the other day, I had to like call a lifeline because I almost reached out to someone way from the past because I was feeling away, and I was like, no, like, I really like this dude. He's a Greek Gemini, like, like, those are definitely qualities that I'm kind of looking for. Like, I like me some air sign men. There's something about us together, right? But I had to call a lifeline and be like, whoa, hold my hand so I don't call people that I don't need to. But then I also hear I have been hearing from readings myself, there's a Leo around. But the confusion is there are so many synchronicities that all lead back to my ex. And I'm just like, universe, you're not being real clear on your directions here. Like, even someone hopping in yesterday saying my ex's middle name, like asking a question about my ex's middle name, which is not a common middle name. It's actually an African name. And it has a specific meaning, and they knew what it was. And I was like, I've only ever heard that nickname, or I've only heard that name once before, and it goes straight back to my ex. And I'm like, the universe needs to send some fucking clear messages here, because the messages are just making me feel like I'm on a hamster wheel. And then I was saying how there was because my ex had actually, let's talk about this too. I don't know, we shouldn't be. Yeah, well, there is a tether, but I don't feel like it's meant to be closed. Like, it's not meant to be closed. That's the problem. But at the same time, I'm not the one that can initiate that, or like, that has to come from him, right? So that's what pisses me off. Like, I know that there is a tether there. I know that there's business that needs to be resolved there. Yeah, well, and that's the challenge too. That is the challenge. Maybe I do need to sit with that a little bit more. I've been sitting with that because, like, he's the only person I've ever truly felt connected to. Like, before he came along, I was kind of untethered from the world. Like, I didn't want to stay. And then after he made me want to stay and be a part of the earth and be a part of the world. And then when he and I disconnected, I became untethered. I've been trying, but again, like, there's a conversation that needs to be had, but I can't be the one to break that. Like, he has to get over his ego and actually talk to me, is what I've been guided on, if that makes sense. Like, so the challenge is fully letting go means letting go of my kids completely. And my kids are not doing well, and they're also in danger. But I'm also like, there's nothing I can do on that either right now. So, yeah. and that's, people have been like, people, and I had something come up last week too, where it was last Thursday, he was straight up on my radar in my face, and I'm like, I can never get away. And somebody's like, well, why don't you just move away? I'm like, no matter where I move, it's always going to be hanging on me. Like, it does have to be cleared, but again, I can't be the one to clear it. He has to do his part. And I just, it's annoying though. Because, like, damn, I know I'm awesome, but let me go. Well, and actually, Arnold, that does tie back into, I can't let go because they're holding on to shit that's mine, and Source hasn't let me let go. Right? Like, there are definitely, like, there's spell work on him. There's a karmic on him that was sent to him by my family. There's a lot of spell work on him and on us. But I can't let go because they're holding on to shit that belongs to me that I need to progress my journey. Does that make sense? Yeah. Fair. I've been trying to sever that cord, like I say, for over 3 years. That's like always there. Like, he's never not there. That's the problem. Even when I'm like not gonna think about them, always there. It's annoying as fuck. But yes, so that's, like I say, I feel like I haven't been able to let go because they are holding on to the things that I need to progress, because they feel a way, so they decided to hold on to it. But then they refuse to let me. It's complex. Like, I've caught his new wife and him very much, like, always in my energy. I'm like, I never agreed to be a third party to you guys, so you need to get all the way up off me. Especially because, like, you guys say you hate me, yet you do everything to take from my energy. It's very gross. Anywho, alright. I'm gonna hop out. They're holding on to money for me. They're holding on to money that belongs to me. They're holding on to my caves. I'm pretty sure there's a house or two that are probably owed to me as well. So yes, they are holding on to tangible and spiritual items of mine. Right. And then saying, like, why don't, but then while they're doing, and that's actually the other part of it, is that while they're doing that, they're actively throwing workings at me to harm me, to kill me, to make me incapacitated. So it's a very fucked up situation. I do laugh, though, because they've put me on, the FBI watch list, right, the targeting watch list, but they don't realize that because they've put me on it, they're also being watched, especially because I'm not actually doing anything they said I was doing. So them putting heat on me only means that they have heat coming right back at them. I just sit here and do what I'm told by the universe. Like, sometimes, like, I need all the luck I can get. I need them to get up. I need them to give up the shit that I need, like, today, kind of thing. I need them to give it up years ago. Like, I don't, like, here's this challenge with the family. And I talk about being Queen of Swords, and I talk about, like, when I walk away from someone, I walk away from them, right? Like, I'm not going back to we're done. But the problem is that I walked away, but they didn't walk away or leave me alone. So there's the challenge, and I told them, like, years ago, like, my brother, my family, my nieces, my nephew, I told everybody, even my own hometown, my old friends, like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to ever talk to you again. Right? Because I saw how when they all created the narrative around me, right, they all banded together. So when I caught wind of that, and I'm like, yeah, no, you guys can fuck yourselves, and if you wonder why I'm hostile and I don't believe in you or trust you, it's because I caught wind that you were moving shady, right? That's the one thing God has given me, is the discernment to be able to see the snakes in the grass. So yeah, like, when I walk away from people, I'm not, like, checking their socials. I'm not like running back to be like, oh, what are they doing? I don't keep in contact with people from my past. I don't check up on people. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, I'm one of those no news is good news. If you're from my past and out hearing news, awesome. Yeah. I had to cut off everyone, even my own kids. Or, And the upsetting thing, I talk about my son, but my son told me to go no contact with him, and I honored his wish, but I also got wind in a prophetic dream that he was helping my brother and my ex-husband steal something from me and forging documents. So while I'm no contact with my son, it's also like, no, I was given guidance by Spirit that you were moving foul and hurting me. Yeah. Well, and that's the other part that infuriates me, because you can fuck with me, but they fucked with my kids, and they've destroyed my relationship with my kids, and my kids were my fucking everything. And I'm like, my kids can tell you, like, my one kid that I still, and we're even on like no contact ground right now, like, they tell me, like, hey, you're a good mom. Like, other people tell me, hey, your kids are awesome. So that's the other, like, people who had no business. And this was the other part. It was people that didn't have kids that wanted to be parents to my kids that ruined my relationship with my kids with fucking lies and false promises. Like, my brother's girlfriend, who has been grooming my youngest from the time I was pregnant with her, loved to show my daughter Coraline, but I gave her the nickname the other mother because she gave my daughter lies, right? But these were people who had never had kids, right? That wanted to be me, that thought being me was easy, that said, well, and that's the other, like, I've watched her get karma. And the karma that's coming for her is going to be so much harder, because that chick's been in my life since I was 14 years old, trying to ruin my life. So the karma coming for her, like, there's a reason she never had kids. There's a reason my brother never had kids. And it's because they're horrifying people. Like, my brother never had kids because he likes to touch little kids. He likes to hurt little kids. I speak from personal experience. Like, he is not a person that should be walking around. He is a person that should be dead or in a jail cell. Unfortunately, my whole family is filled with them, but we see how the country is being run, so yeah. I pray for a better day, that our kids don't have to worry about being caught up in childhood, in drama, because that's the other, they fucked with my kids, they put my kids in the middle, and that's like a cardinal rule. You don't use, like, because kids are not meant to be used as ammunition. Kids are not meant to be used as weapons. And like, my ex-husband does it too. That's why I will say, I'm like, a grown man doesn't need the protection of women and children, right? So like, my ex-husband uses his wife and my kids as a shield, as his henchmen. So I'm like, yeah, you're not the one that needs to be protected here. And the fact that you're using kids shows how despicable. And I understand that completely, Arnold. I understand that completely. Like, I think that was why Wednesday was so hard too, because the last time I walked into that courthouse, I was like forced to give my kids up. Like, they pushed me into giving my kids up. They tried to make me miss court appointments, right? By not informing me. Because I did notice how anything that had to do with my custody or my divorce, I never received court documents or summons or any court notifications. But every other case I've had, because I've had two other, I've had my bankruptcy and my foreclosure and my eviction, which I don't love talking about, and that pisses me off because my credit, my finances were good before the whole divorce and like the games that my family fucking played with me. I got every piece of mail for them. So that was the other, they pushed me, they intentionally withheld dates from me. My lawyer was working with them, the judge was working with them. His lawyer was a complete sleazeball, but they tried to give me to sign up complete custody in December of 22 or 23 because they tried to get me to miss the court date. And then they said, my lawyer was like, just sign temporary, it'll be a temporary situation. And then he tells me after the fact, like, you're never getting your kids back. It was like, I never would have signed
I never would have agreed to that if I'd known I was never going to get my kids back. And yes, I still have custody with my ex, but what they did was they made me completely powerless. They gave him all the decision making. They did everything. And then he went and he, because he knew he would get in trouble, but he moved almost exactly 50 miles away, but it's an hour and a half distance to go one way to pick up and drop off my kids. So it's a 3-hour long distance drive when I couldn't even afford, I couldn't afford gas when my kids were 23 minutes away. So then he went and he did all these games, and it's because we've talked about it, right? They didn't move for distance for his work or her work or any convenience or for the kids' benefits, because the kids were all settled here, right? And it was close to her father of her children being where they were, was closer where they were too. So they intentionally took and isolated my kids from the only safe adults that they knew. And I'm just like, I await the day that he receives justice for what he's done to me. I await for the day that the scales are set right, because what they've done is not right. And it's straight inhumane and intolerable. So, and Arnold, I'm sorry, and that's probably why you resonate, because you probably it's probably hits close to home for you as well, and I fucking hate that. All right, I'm gonna go feed myself. I have not eaten all day. I spent some last little rubles I had and picked up some spaghetti and some pasta sauce. So, I recognize my kids. They're like, oh God, we hated when the spaghetti pot came out. And now, that's about what I've been surviving on, that and refried beans. I've been refried beans and spaghetti. That's what I've survived off of, the last 2 months. So I'm going to go feed myself. Guys, thank you for joining me. I'm Lara Jo. I hope you have a beautiful night. Arnold, thank you for joining me. Yeah, and I can't wait till I can eat good again, and I can't wait to actually remember what love feels like. The scary part is I'm actually putting my toes back in the water again. I don't know. The isolation, the loneliness, the challenge, the hardness of life has really got me cracking. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Yes, but I'm looking for a partner, man. Arnold, yes, I love community online. I am definitely looking for a partner to help me in the daily, because fuck, I need a bodyguard. I have so many people. I need a male partner that's so fucking protective of me, because I need a bodyguard. Even wild animals love to get real close to me. So, and can I also, in this house, I've been stung twice. I'm going to talk about that side of it. I've been stung twice in this house, and I feel that was neurotoxin. Those were directed, that was an actual attack on me. I've also been electrocuted in this house, which I've been electrocuted before as a kid. If he pops up, I might have to check him out. We'll see. Yeah, no, so that's the other, I was stung as a kid, and I think that was a neurotoxin. So when I think I've been under, the government's radar, I've been an experiment for a long time, yes, because I was stung as a kid, and I was also electrocuted as a kid by, and that's also, another contributing factor, I think, to my headaches. There was a lot of trauma around that. But in this house, I'm going to tell this story. So I've been stung twice in this house. The one, both times were meant to side rail me or kill me. Both of them were. But the time that I got electrocuted, that was so weird, because I went out, and it was creepy because my boyfriend at the time And that was around another court date. My boyfriend at the time was out of town. I was supposed to go out of town for a wedding with him. And I couldn't go because they said that my court date was canceled, but it still showed up on the books the day before court. And being all the games they played, I did not trust them not to have me go to Florida for a wedding and then show up to court without me. Because that's the bullshit that they were trying to do this whole entire time. It was so gross. And I cannot wait for the lawyer, the judge, everybody. Because, like, that judge... that violation that's worth like $2 million. Like him, what he's done in our court case, like in our family case, when I decide to press charges, like I can go after him for $2 million on that. And the lawyers, you know, it's just finding the way to do it, right? The lawyer that'll take on my case. There's a lot of people that are gonna owe me a lot of money. Gonna say that. So anyway, he was out of town, and it was so terrifying because I was like, as he was leaving town, he came to see me before he left. I was like, I don't know if I told him, but I'm like mentally, like my soul was screaming. I was like, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. And I was terrified, but you know, he went off to Florida, and I was having a problem with my sump pump. So I went out, and I heard like rustling in the trees. I'm going to tell this story and then I'm going to hop out, but I heard rustling in the trees, and I went to plug something in, and it like burned my hand. I have pictures of that I could actually send you, Arnold, where it like shocked, like it burnt my hand, and I heard this screeching behind me. So I'm like, when I tell you like demons come for me, but they get hurt, I'm not lying. I did get electrocuted on that one, but I also, like, I did hear like screeching from behind me, and I was like, oh, guys, maybe I'm not the one or the two to be trying to hurt, because demons are scared of me. The underworld's scared of me. Even angelics are scared of me. And I'm not even going to cry about that, because come correct or don't come at all. Arnold, I'll let you know if that Barstow connection takes off. The challenge is that I hardly connect with anyone. Yes. And then, like I say, the month later, there was a death that matched our court date. No, all of this feels so coordinated, and all of this does feel like spiritual work and workings. And, like, I don't know about workings because I'm sending them towards people. I know about workings because I keep catching them and then getting out of them. That's probably another reason why they all fucking hate me, because they've thrown so much workings at me and I'm still alive. I don't know if I told you, Arnold, about how I've seen car accidents come at me, but then I found after the fact that apparently the new wife got in a car accident right when they first started dating or were engaged. And I was like, it's really easy to see who's been trying to hurt me. When I see it, it doesn't hit me, but it does hit them. Everybody should have kept their hands clean and their mouths off me. And the next car accident won't be an accident. Like, it won't be, she won't walk away from it like she thinks she will. So, yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I'm Lara Jo. I stayed way past the time I said I was going to, but that's okay. Thank you for hanging out. Arnold, I'm going to come follow you like a weird little stalker. Not weird little stalker. You can always tell me when to leave if you want, but I'll come follow you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for hanging. I'm Lara Jo, Siren Song Lover. If you're looking to connect with me or you want a tip, Cash App is Siren, capital S, Song, capital S, Lover, capital L. My website, thank you for the gray hearts. I love hearts. Hearts are one of my synchronicities. I see them everywhere. To be a partner of mine would realize that we would take pictures of hearts everywhere, right? Like anything heart related, we'd be taking pictures of. To connect though, to go check out my website, check me out. And like I say, any traffic's good traffic over there is sacredhealingwithlara.com. I have my services posted. You can book over there. And I also have the link to my Etsy over there where you can go to purchase journals, ebooks, to assist in manifestation, to assist in healing, shadow work. I have so many over there. So come check me out. Yeah. I'm happy we met. And like I say, it also feels weirdly, like it feels so synchronistic in a good way, like with you. So like that's a good thing. And I'll check out the Barstow guy. We'll see if he bit. I think he just wanted to match his friends though. And I'm always like, I'm not a friend type of girl. Like I don't ever, like, I've learned the hard way I can't be friends with men because they don't ever just feel like we should be friends. And I'm like, oh, guys. I'm friends with many. Also, Arnold, I'm going to say this because this came out. It's come up, and I kind of had to mention this to my daughter, too. Sometimes we haven't found the one, right? Like, I always think, like, oh, where's the one? But it's because we're meant to be loved by so many, right? Like, we aren't meant for one partner because we're meant to be loved by the whole world. So, like, for me, like, I know that I am meant to have, like, an actual partner, like a one, but I also need said partner to be real cool with sharing me with the world, and vice versa. Like, I want a partner that we take over the world together, that we, you know, it's like we're both, like, bringing it, right? That would be a really bizarre transition, but probably a beautiful one, Arnold. Oh my gosh, though. All right, I'm going to hop out. Yes. So, all right, guys. Thank you. See you guys later. Stay